When I can see it. So hello, my name is Quality Jones. I've been owning this consulting business for about 4 years. I've been a business owner since I was 17 years old. I'm 42 years old now. My consulting firm is really all about all the mistakes I made in all my previous businesses. So I thought about every single business that didn't make it to their 1 year anniversary and what could have made it last, right? I taught dance for 22 years, so I owned 7 dance studios until I hurt my back. And when I hurt my back, I couldn't even walk. I couldn't bathe myself. So I was crawling to the bathroom. Nobody there for me. And so what happened is I had to think of something that I could do for a living where my health doesn't stop my income. And so at that point, I had already been, running a business for half of my adult life. And so what I decided to do was open a consulting firm. People were already coming to me, asking me, how did I become so successful? I was on the front cover of the paper about 7 times. And so I decided to teach business owners how to start a business and keep a business afloat, not using their personal credit, not using their personal income. And what I came up with is the Q versus Q Ultimate Business Accelerator. Q versus Q, quality versus quantity. Now, a lot of you guys up here have have been grandfathered into the new services, but October 1st, we made a lot of changes. So we're going to talk about the changes as of October 1st, and then I'll pause and answer any questions about the old services that you may have. So let's dive into this. I'm going to share my screen here. We have the Q versus Q Ultimate Business Accelerator. This package is $4,000, and that does cover you for 1 year of service. This package includes some of everything, guys, but mainly I want you to understand that this package is going to make sure that you get the yeses that you deserve for loans, grants, and vendor accounts. So this package is the first thing that's going to happen is we're going to make sure all the prerequisites, everything that's needed in order for you to get that yes is done. Because a lot of us spend so much time working in our business that we don't take the time to work on our business. Here's what I mean. So many of us are so busy running the business, which is what you should be doing for sure. But we skipped over working on the business. We skipped over the small things. And so my services are set up to help you focus on the small things with my team. We're coaching you through this. So you're not alone in it. We're double checking and triple checking those things. And I'm going to go with those things in just a minute. But we got to make sure that the small things are done, because the small things is what could be causing you to get declined for loans and grants and vendor accounts. So $4,000 1 year of service. It's going to cover us coaching you for 1 year. You'll have my personal calendar to book Zoom calls like this one with me at least once a week, plus my personal calendar to book 30-minute consultation calls with me. And then you have my team there Monday through Friday to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, this package will include the platinum funding. That part of the services is only 3 months, not 1 year. I'm going to go over that in a minute. So we're going to make sure your business is set up right. If you're an existing business, guess what we're doing? We're doing an inspection on it. We got to make sure your business structure, how you already set it up, is 2 thumbs up. Everything that the underwriting department is going to be looking for when they Google your business, when they look up your business, before they look at the application, before they look at your business plan, before they start putting in figures, they do some checks and balances on you. And those checks and balances is what my software is doing. Again, these are all prerequisites, all things that's needed in order to get a yes later on in the next part of the services. So we're going to help you set it up right. The most important thing for me is going to be building business credit. So many of us are using our own income, maxing out our own credit cards to keep our business afloat or even start the business from scratch. Building business credit in your business name, using your DUNS number, your EIN number, with the business credit bureaus. This is what's going to help your business last long term. Cash money from grants and loans is gone already before it hit that business bank account. But business credit is what's going to help your business be able to afford whatever it needs, whether it's today or 6 years from now. Your business needs to build its own credit score so that it can buy vehicles in its name with no personal guarantee needed, and so many other things. So one service, making sure all the prerequisites are done, building business credit so you can do amazing things like buy vehicles and property in your business name with no PG needed. And then it also includes the ultimate funding package. Now, this is something very, very new as of October 1st. Before, as you can see, and our website hasn't been updated yet, as you can see, normally we wouldn't do this part until you've completed the first part. But now you can purchase this package all by itself. So this is called the platinum funding. It is $1,500 if you want to do it by itself. But if you do the $4,000 package, it's included. Again, this part is 3 months long. So our platinum funding is where you get access to our grants app. This is our partnership grants app, where we can set it to apply for grants for you while you're sleeping, while you're working your 9 to 5, while you're out there being the face of your business. So we'll be applying for grants for you for 3 months via our grants app. We build you a business plan, and then we start applying for government grants, okay? I mean, government loans. I'm sorry, guys. So this part of the service only had assist with government type loans, okay? We'll also help register you with sam.gov in this portion, where you get registered and certified as a woman-owned business, minority-owned business, veteran-owned business, disabled-owned business, and that way you can bid on government contracts and also get government type grants, okay? So platinum funding, $1,500, 3 months, business plan creation, applying for grants, loans, and government loans, or you can do our first package, which is both combine all the prerequisites plus business plan creation, grants, government loans, so on and so forth. If you want to do a regular loan, that is included in this package. So you have this package for a whole year. So if you have some regular loans, you need some immediate money, that'll be covered in this service, the first part of the services. So let's see what I'm talking about when I say there are some prerequisites. All right, there are some things that the underwriting department is going to look for and Google on you before they give you an approval. Listen, I want you guys to understand the importance of what I'm about to show you. This exact software is the software you get access to when you become a client. You have access to this software. There are only 2 people who have access to this software. It's going to be us and anybody who works in the underwriting department for a loan, for a grant, for a vendor account. So only us and lenders have access to this software. This is the exact same software that they use to grade you. This is the exact same software that they use to determine how much you qualify for as a business owner. Now you got it in the palm of your hand, day one, as our client. This is why our services increased in price, because the value increased. You have something that nobody else has unless you are the lender. So first part we talked about, we got to make sure that the business is set up properly to get a yes. That is called the fundability foundation. Is your business foundation set up to give you the funding? All right. As you can see, it's going to be step by step by step. Some of you guys ask, is your services for new business owners? Absolutely. We're going to comb through it line by line by line. First 7 steps, you got to make sure you're using the right kind of business address, right? If you don't have a business address, guess what? We're going to have you covered. You're going to see lenders that you can use on the next screen that you can hire to get a business address. You key it in. The next step is going to be making sure you went to your Secretary of State website to update it. If you're an existing business, then it's going to take you to your Secretary of State website to double check the information that's there. If you've been in business for 20 years, you've probably been through 2 or 3 different email addresses, 2 or 3 different locations. So we got to make sure that the Secretary of State information that they have on you is up to date and congruent. It needs to be exactly the same all the way across the board. Once you check that off, we move on to the next step and the next step and the next step. All of this is the foundational steps of your business. As you're doing these things, as you're getting access to these things, as you're doing your normal business stuff, building a website, getting a professional email, we're checking it off, or the system is, the software is. If you require a license on a state level, county level, city, everything you need, this software is a huge cheat sheet to make sure you start a business correctly, or double check your current existing business foundation to make sure it's set up correctly. Again, step by step, business address, business entity, your ownership, all of this. And as you're getting these things, I want you to see what's happening. As you're getting this thing, you got a score right here. This is your fundability score, okay? So the goal is to get to 890. This is going to give you the best chances to get an approval for a line of credit. Okay. So as you're fixing the things and filling in the blanks that my software is showing is needed, this score continues to go up. Okay. So step one, fundability, foundational steps. Step two, you got to set up your username and password words for the business credit bureau. Just like you're over there watching your personal credit through an app, whether it's Experian, Equifax, or whatever, you got the same setup with business credit. So right here, we're helping you set up your logins so that you can watch your business credit score continue to go up. Got it? Step three is my favorite step. Let me tell you what happens here, guys. Two things happen. The first thing that happens is you start to build business credit. My software, again, humongous cheat sheet. You're going to see all of the companies that will allow you to open up an account in your business name just because you went through the steps in step one. So this means all of these companies don't care how long you've been in business. They don't care if you've made your first dollar or not. All they care about, the only checks and balances they're going to do on you is everything that you should have done already by the time you see this screen, which is set the business up properly. So the first thing that happens, you go in, you pick 3 of these companies and get 3 approvals. As soon as 3 of these companies say yes, we give you a line of credit. Now you're ready for the second best thing to happen to you. The second best thing for your business now is you're ready for the next step. The next step is where we build you a business plan, start applying for grants, and start applying for loans. But you need 3 yeses first, because this is our checks and balances. This is letting me, my team, and you know that we've done everything right so far. If you're an existing business, this lets us know that we double checked and triple checked and everything's up to date all across the board. Whether they go to the Secretary of State website and Google you, or irs.gov and look up your EIN number, or either your business bank statement. By the time you get 3 yeses here, that means we got it all good. Set it, forget it, never have to come back to it. Now you're ready for us to move on to the next part. The next part is which is called the platinum funding. Okay. So if you just purchased the platinum funding, then you never see this software, and you're hiring us to off a whim, start applying for stuff for you, not knowing if you got your ducks in a row. So when you're signing up just for the platinum funding, you're going to have to sign a contract saying, listen, I understand that they highly suggest that I go through the entire program in order for me to get the turnout that I'm needing from this platinum funding package. The turnout that you're needing is a yes. The turnout that you're needing is getting chosen for grants. We cannot guarantee that unless you go through our entire software, our entire services, which is the Q versus Q Ultimate Business Accelerator. But platinum funding is going to look like this. This is what's going to happen. You pay the $1,500, or if you're in the Q versus Q program, you're going to get a link. Okay. That link is going to be right here. It's going to lead you to my partner's website. And you're going to, if you just paid for platinum funding, this will already be activated for you. So you're going to log in. We're going to create you a temporary password, and it's going to say skip platinum. So that means 3 months has officially begun, okay? So now you're gonna log in and you're gonna book a call with your success manager. This is gonna be your go-to person for the next 3 months. Their only job is to get you money. That's their only job. So you book your call with your success manager. You're going to get their calendar link automatically to your email. And now you're going to have a call with that person. And they're going to say, what do you need funding for? So that whole call is her setting you up for her to start building you a business plan. So now she's going to send you this. This is called a roadmap. You're going to see something called client action items. She cannot start building you a business plan. She cannot start applying for grants. She cannot start looking into government loans for you until you do your part, which is everything under client action steps. You have to fill out the business plan questionnaire for her to start building the business plan. You have to fill out the intake form in order for her to set it to auto apply for grants. So do your action steps. Once you do those action steps, she's going to have that constant communication with you. Hey, we got your intake form. Now we're going to set the app to auto apply for grants. Hey, we got your business plan questionnaire. Give us about 7 days to finish your business plan and send you a rough draft. Again, communicate with your success manager. That's your go-to person from here on out for that 3 months. So that is our services. Once that 3 months is up, guys, you should not need to you should not have to redo your membership. You will have a business plan. The grants will automatically be set to auto apply. As you can see right here, it's already applied for 2 grants for me this week already, or that was last week. And then you should have gotten funding by then. You should have gotten the SSBCI loan, which gives you funding for 3 years or whatever. But if for some reason you feel like you still need my partners again for another 3 months, you will get an email way ahead of time that's telling you your 3 months is about to expire. And then you log in and you put your own credit card information in so that you can continue your membership. So that is our services, guys. Phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1 is all the prerequisites that's needed in order for you to get the yeses that you need. Phase 2 is when we start applying for the money, which is now called the Platinum Funding Package. Let's see. Any questions, comments, or concerns about the new services?